Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is D and this is New Touch Auto. Man, we're gonna show you how you yourself can bring your car back to life with a spray wrap. This video here is sole purpose for the reason a lot of people dealing with, man, that sun damage, that faded paint, that clear coat failure. We got a Toyota 4Runner, old school, but even so, it's painted. Most cars have paint on, and when they have paint, you suffer the seasons. The seasons can bring a lot to a vehicle. It can damage a lot. Therefore, you have to just bring it back. You got to spend money, man. If you want your car to take care of you, you got to take care of it. In this case, we got the worst. This bumper is chipping like crazy, man. We got to sand that. We got to sand it down, get it down to a point to where the spray wrap will hold on to the paint. Working our way around, man. Look at this. This top is so brittle, even the sandpaper is gonna get damaged scuffing this stuff down. But it's okay. We're gonna run through it, man. We're gonna get this stuff down, and pretty much it's all the way to the front side. Look at that. It's crazy. Anytime you have texture, you wanna make sure you sand that down, because if you can feel it, trust me, you're gonna be able to see it if you apply a wrap to it. I don't care if it's vinyl or spray wrap. Spray wraps are the worst because that paint can't breathe. It allows breathing room in between the wrap, and therefore it's just gonna come up, unravel, break apart, crack just like the top side. And all that work is gonna be for nothing. The door handles are even damaged. This top side right here, we gotta sand that down, because if we want our wrap to last at least 4 years down here in Florida, 3 to 4 years, I give it tops. Then you need to remove this stuff. Front door handle, same situation. Because what happens is with the spray wrap, if you don't get inside here, every time you pull on this door handle, the wrap is unraveling from it. So every time you pull back, it's just gonna peel the wrap back and it's gonna expose the surface. So therefore we'll decide what we're gonna do, whatever makes it easier. See the roof, that's the continuation from the rear. Front side, look at that hood, man. Oh, wait, man, that's terrible. This entire hood has to get sanded. I already moved the grill. This car, man, is doomed for the worst. But we're gonna make it look a whole lot better than it does, at least to a point to where, you know, it's not an eyesore. Now this wrap, we're gonna go with an anthracite gray. Let's get this vehicle sanded, man. This is terrible. This is ridiculous. Now we're not gonna show you the entire process. I'm just gonna show you, man, you can bring your car back to life. Let's go. What is that? I'm talking about, listen. It's like rubbing a dinosaur or alligator or something, man. But listen, this is the goal right here. See that smooth surface? We're trying to get a smooth surface because we want the wrap to look flawless, man. What's underneath doesn't even matter. Please wear a mask when you're sanding this large of an area, because all you're gonna do is breathe in that dust, man. And you don't want those particles in you, because that is paint. Even though it's not liquefied, it's still paint, and it can clog up those lungs. So safety first, people. All right, so we back. We got everything sanded down right where we need it to be. We're going with a satin finish. Like I said, it's gonna cover up everything, man. It's not a pretty sight. Guess what? We got it sanded down, ready for the wrap. Now we're gonna go ahead and clean, wash the vehicle, make sure we get rid of all the dirt and debris, especially if you got wax on your vehicle. And note, key note, if you got a ceramic coating, it is not a good idea to apply a wrap with a ceramic coating. It would not stick properly. So let's get into the process of masking and preparation. When it comes down to these emblems, we don't have to worry about that, because we're gonna keep them there. That spray wrap is gonna wrap itself around that emblem, and it's gonna cut itself away, so you have the option to either keep them on or take it off. Or you can just delete the whole rear. Take off the emblems, make sure you don't have any backside glue, and you'll be all set. Everything is masked off that we don't want painted. We got the roof rack and the back spoiler removed, because we wanna make sure that we get behind here. That spoiler attached, we can't get behind there, and it's gonna be a half done job. Roof sanded down. We got the roof rack right here. More than likely, we're gonna go ahead and paint that roof rack And then we got that spoil over there. We're gonna set that up to be sprayed at the same time. As for the wheels, we're gonna mask those with a wheel cover. Here, we have this here open because we can peel it away once we're done. We're gonna spray inside here. And I'm gonna pretty much be folding this back and forth to make sure that I get all the way around that side mirror. Now I have my lights exposed on front and the rear. Here I have tape because that tape is gonna break it away for me, and then I can just open it up, peel everything away. The thing about lights, leaving them open, you wanna make sure you have a gap. If you don't have a gap, then it's gonna be an issue when it comes down to peeling it away. I'll show you once I get to the headlights what I mean, and you'll have a better idea. So you can cover them, or you can just have a simple tape starting it out. And like I said on this headlight, I have tape running all down this side here. And that's because this light is actually touching this panel. Therefore, what I'll do, I'll peel it away on my last coat while it's wet, and then I won't have any issues when I peel it away from this light. We got that grill, it's sitting away, makes it easier to spray up in these areas so everything can touch, because this hood is very important. You wanna make sure you wrap around this hood because riding down the road, all the wind is hitting here. So therefore, get low as you can because you need that to attach to the bottom end so the wind won't blow it open. Now that we talked about the masking and the preparation, let's get into the materials we're gonna use. Here are the materials that we're using, which is the Proline series from Dip Your Car. Now this series is more of a professional grade versus Plasti Dip. Plasti Dip is pretty much easier and anybody can do it, but this here replicates paint more so than the Plasti Dip. So you gotta know how to spray this stuff, man. You don't wanna just load this stuff up thinking you got it. Practice. Practice makes perfect. Now here we're gonna start out with our high build primer. Now we have our Avalanche Gray. This Avalanche Gray is gonna be our base coat. Then we're gonna hit it with our final coat, which is the Anthracite Gray. Not gonna show you the process, but I'll show you what it looks like once I apply those products. Let's get started, people. We've completed our first step of the process, which is the high build primer stage. And it will look like this right here. It's gonna have that frozen, hazy look. And that's the look you're aiming for. The purpose of this high build primer is to give the surface something, man, to lay on and help the paint lay flat, especially if you got a bad paint job. Now here we did 3 coats. First 2 coats, we started out light. Last coat, we did a medium coat. That way that paint will stick properly to make sure it covers everything up. So now our next step will be to lay down our base. Right here, you see the Avalanche Gray. That's our base. And what we did with this one was 5 coats. You can do 5 to 6. All you're doing is building up endurance and durability when you apply more coats. You want to start out with 2 mediums. Then you can pretty much finish it out with medium if you like, but you can fully wear it out the last 2 coats. Remember we sanded that hood, right? Now the hood is wet right now from our last coat, but you can't even tell about that sanded area. It doesn't even look the same. So we're gonna continue to proceed with our process. Let's go ahead and finish it up. Now we've completed our last step, and that was the Anthracite Gray. We're almost there. We're not there yet. Not all there yet. We got to make sure we remove the masking, but here's a few tips. While the paint is wet, that's when you want to remove your tape and your masking that will breach in any areas. There's where I had that tape, so I went on and removed that. So now I don't have to worry about it breaching with the fender. So we all set here. Everything else, the masking that you see remaining on the car, we don't have to remove that right now. We can wait. You want to give this at least 2 hours before you begin to start peeling the extra stuff that's around it. Your doors, please open your doors on your last coat while it's wet. If you don't, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening, man, I promise you. This here helps you get that clean line and you don't have to worry about it breaching with that door when you open it. So therefore, you let that breathe. You won't have to worry about it in the end. Just be careful while you're doing it. Around your windows, remove that masking while wet so you can open your doors. Here's the spray gun. Pretty much ordered this off Amazon. I'll leave the link below. Check out the description. You'll see it there. But this spray gun here is an HVLP, high volume, low pressure gun. So here's the spray system that I use, which is a Turbine. I pretty much got this from Dip Your Car a while ago. They've upgraded since then. This is a stage 3, and this is the advanced sprayer. Turbine setup, and that spray gun will go perfectly with it because the spray gun has the nozzle for it, just like the regular DYC spray gun. But this here, since we were using Proline, we use a more advanced spray gun, pretty much gave us a better finish. And before we take that car out, we're gonna put it with the only wax that's compatible that I know of, the Dip Coat Protector Spray. This here is compatible for most matte satin finishes that are spray wraps. It's the only one I use. I don't use any other type of wax. So we looking clean right now, man. Looking way better than that previous look. And nothing has to be perfect for you to wrap it. This spray wrap here gave this customer a brand new look, new feel, new touch. This new look right here changes the game for this customer because no more parking in the back of the garage or the parking lot. This right here is a nice metallic matte gray finish. Let's talk about the things that we did to enhance it. Now we removed the wrap from the emblems all the way around. We let the chrome sit out. And remember those door handles? This is what I do. I put vinyl behind it. As you see the black vinyl, it's a black satin vinyl strip. And what happens is when you pull away, you're not gonna disrupt the wrap. It'll pretty much make it last longer. And for those who are interested in doing these without taking the door handles off, that is a great tip for you. We got the roof racks back on. We've sprayed those semi-gloss black. Remember this right here? And this and the roof was a disaster. So now they got that new look on that hood and you can't even tell what's underneath. Now those who haven't subscribed, this is a great time for you right now to hit that subscribe button because we got way more videos to come. More to come, but my subscribers, I appreciate y'all and I thank y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next video.